welcome to Spikey Saturday number 281. On the Leek, I'm John as always. We're going to draft some more Kaldheim. Still not super enjoying it, but it's what we got. And we've got a Blood Sky Massacre here to start. I don't mind being some nice black-red aggro. It's kind of competing with a Bound in Gold, which it's better than a Skemfar Shadow Sage, which it's better than, although we would really like this Shadow Sage in our Berserkers deck. But I don't think we're going to get that. So we'll take Blood Sky and pop it on in. Luckily, Arena... Oh, don't do this to me, Arena. I was about to say luckily Arena seems to be working. Feels pretty frozen here. There we go. They released a Historic Anthology update, so that means they added like 15 cards into the program and a $20 pet cat. And the game broke. It was like 2 days of people having significant login issues and the game freezing and disconnecting, etc. And this is the second time that a Historic Anthology update has just broken the game. This pack is utter garbage. The hottest of garbage. I don't mind a way down. I'm not taking a rune here. I'm not taking Arnie. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking a pick. This pack's really bad. Let's take the way down. Hey, look at that. A Berserker. A nice aggro Berserker. There is a Feed the Serpent here, which is also very good. But I mean, this card is just nice and aggro, and I feel pretty aggro today. So we will take the Fearless Liberator just over the Feed the Serpent. If I was feeling a little bit more control-y, mid-rangey, etc., I might pick up Feed. But this format has 180'd, and it's gone from everybody being haha 5-color snow to being haha I'm going to put 7 pieces of equipment on a 2/1. Do you have an answer? It's freezing after every pick. It's freezing after every friggin' pick. We've got a Squash versus a Way Down versus a Firewalker. These are all very good cards for what I think is just going to be a forced black-red deck at this point. Boreal Outrider is decent. We don't know that we're going to have Giants or Changelings, so Squash goes down a little bit in value. We already have a Way Down, and I don't want a ton of these because you do have to have a creature in the graveyard. And Firewalker just does some real work, so we'll pick that up. Every pack, there's a freeze. There's not much here. We've got a Draugr or a Recruiter. So we can take this as a 3/2 with a relevant creature type. We don't know that we're ever going to actually activate it. I wouldn't mind a Recruiter at some point as well. But yeah, let's take the Draugr. I don't mind an Elderfang Disciple. It's a little off exactly what we're doing, but it's still a very solid card in basically any black deck. Skull Raid's also fine. Yeah, look at how open the snowlands are. These aren't the ideal snowlands, get the red-white one, but still pretty open. I started playing Arena in October of 2017. That's almost 4 years ago, and they're still having significant issues with this program. We've got a Rune now, which I don't mind picking up. Again, it's not exactly what I want. I desperately wish the runes that didn't give power and toughness gave power and toughness. It would make them a lot better. But I think it is a little tiny bit better than an Infernal Pet. Oh, sorry, I guess there's a Run Amok here. I didn't even think about that. It's been a while since I played an aggro deck. Yeah, we want to Run Amok. That's what we're going to be doing. I guess at least it's consistently after every single pick. Another Elderfang Disciple or a Tormentor's Helm. That's actually somewhat of a tough pick here. I really like the idea of just absolutely assaulting their hand. Let's do it. Let's do it. There was no freeze after that one, and we got the shot. Oh, sorry. There was a freeze because I tried to pick this. I clicked on it, nothing happened, and then suddenly my click was over here. There was a freeze. It was just at a different spot. Shadow Sage coming back around is amazing for us. I think we're basically mono Berserkers at the moment. No, we're half Berserkers, half Clerics, apparently. Draugr Recruiter, I do want one of them. I don't know that we're splashing, so I don't really need an ice tunnel, but you can see how off, at least in this pod, people are on snow. So we'll take the Recruiter. We'll take a snow-covered swamp. Maybe we activate the Draugr. Who knows? But we don't want a dual strike, that's for sure. Okay, so now there's no freezing. Blue looking suddenly wide open. Although maybe people just don't value Kinseekers high enough. We could take a priest. Currently, we're not playing it. Another recruiter. I don't know that we'll need two. Don't want either of those. And I doubt we'll play an infernal pet. Pack 2, we get a Tyrite Sanctum, which is a changeling card and not for us. We get a Bloodline Pretender, and we're gonna get some more 6 clerics. All right, maybe we're a cleric deck. But yeah, we'll take Pretender because we're gonna be either clerics or berserkers, I suppose, and maybe wheel like a Kennel Master, or maybe wheel another Run Amok. Both of those would be fine. But yeah, we don't want a Tyrite Sanctum. Or wait, why do I always think this card is good in Changelings? It's not. Target legendary creature becomes a god and gets the counter. And the counter's the good part. In a Changeling deck, you only get one of your Changelings getting an indestructible counter. No, I still think that card's trash. I see people play this now and then, like on stream, and I always feel like I see them make it do work. Weird. But yeah, we'll take that Pretender. Demon Bolt getting passed to us is great, and a nice little sign here. A common was taken over this. Packmate, I guess. Maybe Feed the Serpent, but we're very happy with the Demon Bolt there, because that should mean more red's going to come our way. Okay, so it's only freezing for the first, 10 picks, I guess. We get an Arnie, who's not amazing, but is fine. I think is comparable to a Tuskeri Firewalker. And we don't care about the black cards. So we'll take an Arnie here. He is basically the 3-2 common with haste, because we're not really buffing him too much. Basalt Ravager should be pretty good in this deck. Again, we're going to push up on Berserkers. I wouldn't mind the Dwarven Reinforcements or the Cavalry here as well. And then there was no freeze there. Now we can finally take one of these Tormentor's Helms that I've been looking for. There's the Axeguard Cavalry that I want. Again, with absolutely no competing here. Withercrown's fine. People are down on this card for literally no reason. It's fine. This card is not fine. This card's bad. So yeah, we'll take that Cavalry. Frenzied Raider is probably the pick because it's a 2/2 for 2 with a relevant type. I don't know if we're boasting too much, but we have chances to do it. Oh, that's actually a boast too. Actually, yeah, we might be boasting a bit. So yeah, we'll take that Frenzied Raider. And then we kind of run out of stuff. We can take a Draugr, but it's sort of bottom of the barrel for Berserkers for us. We are not playing this Priest. Absolutely not. But I think we're currently playing basically everything else that we have now. Probably not this pet. So we're looking for 4 playables from pack 3. That's not bad. And we can improve these these Draugrs. We can probably improve one of these recruiters. Yeah. This deck's coming together. It's going to be one of those decks that, if our opponent in any way stops us from winning by turn 7 or so, we're probably not going to win. But I think the deck's got a very strong chance to just smash on through. So we get the Kennel Master back or 20 gems. And I think Kennel Master is just a nice big thing that could potentially get us through at the end. So we'll take this over the 20 gems. So now what's our Berserker count? Now we're at 8 Berserkers. Okay. So now Bloodline Pretender's looking great. We're going to get nice bonuses off the Massacre. Basalt Ravager's looking great. So who's not a Berserker? We have 15 creatures. Hey, a Breakneck Berserker. Basically this guy. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for non-Berserkers. We've got Elderfang. You're actually a Berserker, so actually we have 9. Recruiter, Recruiter, Shadow Sage, Ravager. Okay. We'll take this uncommon, but we're not going to play it. And we're not going to play any of the other things either. I will play another Axeguard Cavalry, probably. Take it to Snow-Covered Island. Take a Code Spell Cleric. This deck's almost done. It's very heavily commons, I would say. Well, I guess there's a number of uncommons in here. But we don't quite have, like a Goldspan Dragon or something unreasonable, which is somewhat how this format operates. Showdown of the Scalds is not something that I'll splash. So we're looking at a Poison the Cup versus another Pretender. I think I will take... That Pretender could be really good. But I guess I'll take the poison because we need to answer the bomb somehow. That was a tough choice that I didn't want to make. Well, another removal spell is not the worst thing. We could take the feed. We could also take the Draugur's Helm, but we'll take the feed here. $25, $24, so we're going to need a cut. We're at 17 creatures, holy moly. Let's cut one of these Draugurs. I don't know what I want, but I want something that I think has to be in this pack. And nothing quite there, so I think we're just going to take the Dwarven Recruiter here. Yeah, we're going to take the Dwarven Reinforcements over the Draugr Recruiter. We could take another Tuskegee Firewalker. I think we're going to need to draw cards a lot. Next pack, we've got a Snow-Covered Mountain, I guess, maybe for that other Draugr Recruiter, because we don't want to seize... Oh, do we splash Reflections of Leet Yara? How many Berserkers are we on? 10? We splash Reflections of Leet Yara. People have no respect for this card, and it's insane how little people respect this card. It is ludicrously good. Maybe not in best of one, maybe that's where that's coming from, but it is super good. We're a little bit late to find a way to, nicely splash it, but it's a splash that I'm very happy with. Tergrid Shadow's an option. We'll have to think about that. None of these cards are options, though. Take the Ascent of the Worthy for ever so slight fault progress. Black-Red Duel, sold. Super sold. Super sold. Immerstrom Raider probably makes the cut, maybe. Nothing here. Give me a really late blue-black duel. No dice. All right, we'll take another way down. So what do we need? We need 5 cuts. Jeez. One of them's going to be a recruiter. I think we're just not playing Tergrid Shadow. I suppose there's a chance we're not playing the Disciples. We'll take another Draugr here. So we need 3 more cuts. I like the stack. It's nice and aggressive. Yeah, 3 islands is exactly what I want. 3 cuts. What are we absolutely not cutting? We're not cutting Reflections. We're not cutting a Shadow Sage. We're not cutting a Feed. We're not cutting a Ravager. I highly doubt we're cutting this. We're not cutting a Poison. We're not cutting an Arnie. We're not cutting a Demon Bolt. We're not cutting a Pretender. We're not cutting a Massacre. We're not cutting a Fearless Liberator, and we're almost definitely not cutting either of the Cavalries. I highly doubt we're cutting a Run Amok. We're not cutting Firewalkers. I guess we're cutting a Recruiter. A Way Down. And a Disciple. I think those are our cuts. Now, how do I resort these? I wish we had a good deck builder. CMC. No. How is there no sort? Please let me sort. Type. Creature. Oh, that's the stupid sideboard. CMC. CMC less than 3. No, there's no way to resort. I guess if we leave and come back. Oh, I want a good deck builder. Just. This is a program. Let me right click and perhaps have a menu. That would be handy. All right, so this goes over here because it's a 2-drop technically. Don't yell at me. I know I don't cast it until turn 3. It's a nice curve. 65, 30, 7, 8 red, 5, 6, 7 black. It looks pretty good. 11, 12 berserkers thanks to the shapeshifter. It's going to be amazing with reflections. We will literally always name berserker. It seems good. Let's go aggro. Let's go aggro some people. Let's be part of the problem. Last time I played on Wednesday, we got super aggro. We also just had massive mana issues. I feel like this format is so balmy and so powerful that it makes like a single mana issue just be the absolute end of the game. And I think that might be one of the sources of why I've never felt in control of my wins or my losses in this format. You know, I win and I feel like I had no input to winning, and I lose and I feel like I had no input to losing. Which is unfortunate because it's definitely going to hurt the likelihood of me ever playing this again. Whereas I will play Zendikar Rising again for sure. Even connecting feels laggy and freezy. God, I hope they did fix it. I just kind of assumed that 2 days later it would have been totally fixed. All of our colors, slightly expensive cards for the opening, but we'll get there. Opponent with the 41 card special, gotta respect it. More 3-drops. Let's top deck a 2-drop, shall we? Funeral Longboat. All right. All right, or a 4-drop. That's fine. 4-drop's like a 2-drop. So we'll go Firewalker. See if we can ping a 1/1, or an X1, but I doubt it. Well, technically we can. They're gonna boat us here. Gonna boat us good. Ouch. Yep, Firewalker down. We appear to be in perhaps some kind of race. I might be looking at trading off with the boat here. A raptor. A code spell cleric, putting a counter on the raptor. Raptor. Okay, so we want to attempt to kill the raptor in some way. I do want to pick that boat off, though. And then I think we're Basalt Ravagering, killing the shield mate. They can get their token, but now I've got blocks for their ground stuff. And I mean, we're never killing this battlefield raptor unless we find Demon Bolt, Poison the Cup. But 2 damage isn't the worst, as long as they don't start suiting it up like crazy. And we can attempt to start racing. Valor, yeah, they're suiting it up. Code Spell Cleric, put another counter on it. This is the magic that I absolutely hate. Because this is a terrible idea. There's a reason you're taught to not do this in Magic. And it's because if we have removal, they lose so much value. But we actually have to find removal. And so it just has turned the entire game into a coin flip. I know people get really mad when I say it's a coin flip, but it's a coin flip. Do we find it or do we not? So I guess we're going to Karfell, Kennel Master. And then slam in with Ravager, because I guess we're attempting to race. And then we have Karfell back to block one of their 1/1s. The jump. You got it. Oh, that's not how Indestructible works, friend. Good try, though. Good try. We're still going to die to this bird, but... Ah, they raised them back. They're going to put another counter onto their bird. So if we find removal, we utterly punish them. And if we don't, they learn an incredibly bad lesson. Look at that. They learned an incredibly bad lesson. Oh boy, I dare you to attempt to tell me that that was an interesting game and good gameplay. Yeah, they're going to have too many piddly things to in any way want to use Tegrid Shadow. So we go back in and we flip our coin. We find out if we have removal or not. That was powerfully unfun. But that's the Kaldheim story. There's an interesting thread on Limited Resources subreddit where people were talking about how this format might have powerful bombs, but what format doesn't? And this one has common answers to the bombs. And that's always sort of bugged me because having common answers to bombs doesn't make it any better. Because it just turns it, like, obviously we're not going to call Battlefield Raptor there a bomb, but let's pretend that was a bomb card, and it was still the same situation. It doesn't matter if there's common answers if you don't draw them. And so it just turns the game into a case of, do you have it? With do you have it being a crazy bomb or an answer to the crazy bomb. And then it doesn't change anything, and it's frankly a terrible argument towards there being bomby cards by having answers to them. Battlefield Raptor, that's fine for now. Let's hold that Elderfang for a moment. Because if they're attacking me, then that's going to be a race. And we can stop that race. So we'll hold this feed for the Battlefield Raptor, assuming that they're going to unreasonably Voltron onto it. Shieldmate, sure. Let's drop an Arnie to block that Shieldmate. No attacks. So let's reread Arnie. 1 plus the greatest power, so he can at least become a 4/3, and will probably only ever become a 4/3, barring us having our 4/2 or the other one out. So what do you got? You showed us raise the Draugrs. You didn't show us any other combat tricks. Demonic gifts, okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Interesting decisions happening here. Let's drop a Firewalker. Pass the turn. Oof, that's pretty good. Kill that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take 5. Too many lands. So let's go in. And let's reveal a card. Or, yeah, we reveal the card, right? Okay. We can work with this. So come on in for 5. So this has become a race. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's become a race, and we're killing them in 2 turns. They're not killing us in 2 turns. They pitch a code spell cleric. Okay. I really need them to start going all in on that raptor. But again, like, I don't feel in control. Yep, you got it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit me. Shieldmate? Sure. Telecard? Sure. Ooh. Shadow Sage, eh? 1, 2, 3. So we would Shadow Sage for 3, go up to 11. That's not the worst. That ain't the worst. We can even dig like 1 card deeper, but it would need to be like a 1-drop. Yeah, let's go in with team. I suspect they'll kill the Firewalker. Yeah, they go for the Firewalker. I will reveal the card just because there's a good chance it's a land. A Run Amok. Intriguing. We could Run Amok and hit them for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, take them to 5. Shadow Sage is only going to gain us 2. They're coming back for 2, 4, 5, 6. So they would need +2, +2. What happens if this is the double strike spell? If this is the double strike spell, we need to hold up Feed the Serpent and kill that, and we take 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we need to assume this is the double strike spell, so we let this happen. Yeah, we let that happen, and we hold up Feed the Serpent. And like, this isn't even a good play. This is not even a good play. What if it is the double strike spell? 4, block, 5. If it's the double strike spell, we're not dead if we Shadow Sage and gain some life. Let's Shadow Sage and gain some life. So we go up to 10. I guess it could be Rally. They're going to Clarion Spirit, sure. Funeral Longboat, sure. Get a Spirit. Alright. Well, looks like we were dead all along, more or less. Because I don't think we're getting through this. And we're on a 7-turn clock from that raptor. Or sorry, no, a 4-turn clock. Gross. Gross. This is deeply unfun. Deeply unfun. Turn the boat? Okay. No attacks. So we're taking 4 in the air. I guess we drop a Draugr. So wait, what was the Foretold spell? Is this still Foretold? That is still Foretold. God, I hate Arena's interface more than anything in the world. You're going to crew your boat. Okay. So you're telling me this is the double strike spell. And you were just waiting for ultra lethal. That's fair. Let's block. Let's eat that. Let's trade with the boat. Let's trade here. Is this coming in? That crewed the boat. So that's 2, 3, 4. Show me the double strike spell. Glorious Protector. Okay. Sure. So you're going to get rid of the spirit in the boat? And we're taking 2, 3, 4. You're going to get rid of the spirit? Okay. Sure. And they get their 1/1? Sure. More lands. Cool. Bye. I don't want to play Kaldheim ever again in my life. Just go into game match 2. Like, sorry, folks. I know people get really pissy when I don't like a format, but I don't feel like I get to make decisions. Or decisions that matter anyways. You make a decision and then it doesn't matter. Nothing matters in this format. Some people are having success, though. Cool. Some people will win the lottery. Some people go on a luck streak. Good for them. All right. We got ourselves a curve here. And reflections should be decent. Can foretell this demon bolt or potentially make a berserker here if we have attacks. It looks like they're suggesting we have attacks. It feels like we have attacks. We had attacks. Perhaps we will be the ones who steamroll the opponent. Elven bow. Sure. Okay, well, if I drop this raider, foretell this, next turn, Basalt Ravager kills that elf. Oh, even though I really want a Reflections and name Giant Wizard just to get a pair of them, but that would be greedy. So yeah, let's Basalt Ravager, kill the elf. Attempt to kill the elf anyways. Disdainful Stroke? Well, that's a little bit rude. Fine, I'll shoot your elf. Let's get in for 6. Dropping the 12. And then we'll probably go Reflections, naming Berserker. See if we can go off. Giant Amulet. Man, they are all in on the equipment, hey? So yeah, let's go Reflections, naming Berserker. No attacks. If we find a land, we get to play 4 creatures next turn. They can have their giant. We're going to go around it before too long. Boo! Hey, there we go. All right, let's get 2 Firewalkers. Let's get 2 Draugrs. Let's pass the turn. Gonna be tricky to go around that, though. We gotta find removal for the Lindworm. Removal for both Lindworms. Look at our opponent playing on commons, on commons, on commons. Super powerful cards. And we find lands. Time for us to die. We need to find spells, so we're gonna come in with them. And we're gonna boast. Get a counter on the Raider. Dwarven Reinforcements. This is cast, right? Cast. 1, 2. I hate Arena. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4, not 3. So we could foretell one more time, which I will do. A land. All right. So we trade 2 creatures for 2 creatures. We get our Frenzied Raider a little bit bigger. But again, I don't think we're winning this one. We tried, but we were never in control. Yeah, 3rd Lindworm. Why not? Sure, I'll take 8. No skin off my back. All right, so we get a pair of Kennel Masters. This is 3 to boast. 3 to boast. So we could make him a 5. So we still can't even get through. Right. Oh, I guess we could have if we made it a 6. No, it still would have just blocked the 7/7. How do we win? Like, we top deck, feed the serpent into poison the cup. So, like, we have to kill this. So we'll throw a pair of 4/4s in front of it. Choose to not attack. Put the bow on the seeker. Sure. Let's get a couple more firewalkers. No attacks. Behold, pretty good. Op top. Must be nice. Packmate, pretty good. That's the turn. This cost $10. This experience today cost 10 Canadian dollars. This format just needs to absolutely rot in hell. Path to the World Tree, sure. Are you splashing? Playing Path and not even splashing. Why? Why? Roll a card. Blood Sky Massacre. I could kill myself. Sure. I do want to send one of these firewalkers in, see if we can find anything worthwhile. Nope. Sure can't. Sure can't. Sure. Pass the turn. This format is so bad. Apparently, this format was finishing up design and playtesting and such during the beginning of the pandemic. And I'm wondering if that just made them absolutely shit the bed at the format. Because there are some horrible mistakes in this format. Plan first. Sure. Like at this point, I don't even know if I want to keep making Spikey Saturday videos. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more weeks of this thing. That's awful. Let's foretell this, hoping that we find a mountain, I guess. So that's why they're playing Path to the World Tree. Yeah, there we go. Ramping. But it doesn't even ramp. No, I don't know why they're playing Path to the World Tree. They must really need this snow-covered forest or something. Time to smash. Let's flood the board. Make him discard land or something. Because if we can kill them before they have mana, that'll be useful. We can try to suggest that they shouldn't be attacking with this Horizon Seeker and wasting mana on getting a land. Pitch the Sculptor, sure. I dare you to attack with that Seeker. I dare you. Dare you, dare you, dare you. It's 2 to activate? Okay. 2 to activate, we would hope they wouldn't have a 2-drop left. Packmate, pretty good. Pretty good. Busted ass commons. Busted ass commons. Busted ass commons. Gotta keep going. Kill the packmate. Swing with team except for Disciple. Like, I don't know how the hell they made this card. And we're like, yeah, this is good as a common. That's very good. Inga? Sure. The 3/3s are the absolute death of us here. Like, this format feels like it was never play tested ever. Top, bottom, pretty good. Land. No real attacks, but I guess we reflections. Naming Berserker. Still can't even play 2 cards next turn because we're still off of our red completely. Giant's Amulet, sure. So now we have no attacks for the rest of the game, essentially. Nipadele attacks. We've got to go around really fast. This format's such bullshit. Such absolute goddamn garbage. We're done. That's Spiky Saturday, folks. That's Kaldheim. Don't give Watsy your money. Bye.